Hey there, it's your brother from another mother, Evil Aniki, and today I'm here at Global Stage Hollywood Film Festival in Hollywood at the TCL Theater, and I'm here for the Uma Musume Cinderella Grey premiere, Core 2. So this is part 2 of the anime. They kind of broke it up. I'm also going to be here for another show tomorrow, so this is day 1. I'm going to film a little bit of the panels that they're talking about, and maybe get some cosplayers, and then we'll see what's going on day 2. But let's just jump into the video, guys.
Fujimoto 17 to 21 world premiere. The producer of this project, Ryo Oyama.
皆さんこんにちは、本日も上映会にお越しいただきましてありがとうございます、本作のプロデュースを担当いたしました大山です。
Before we get into today's video, I just want to give a big shout out to Global Stage Hollywood for putting on such a fabulous event. This was such a smooth event to get in and out of. Absolutely loved everything about it. And the premieres were top notch. They had 2 of the biggest animes they could have gotten right now, being Uma Musume, which is probably at the peak of, maybe it's getting close to the peak. I don't know. It feels like it's at the peak of their fandom because it is just everywhere I go. And then at the same time, they also got Tatsuki Fujimoto, 17 to 26, by Tatsuki Fujimoto, creator of Chainsaw Man. So this is, a big hype moment for him. And this is just so crazy that I got to even see this, world premiere here in LA. Just wild, just absolutely wild. But, that's not all. They also had a bunch of live action premieres. I didn't go to those, but they looked really cool. And then they also gave out a ton of freebies. So for Uma Musume, I was able to get a clear file and some postcards. And then for Tatsuki Fujimoto, I got a nice little sticker. And then for some of the live action films, they had a bunch of other stuff there as well. I got this cute little dog plushie, which I absolutely adore. And then, of course, they had some sponsor here. I think it was Freedom Ramen is what it was called. I'm not looking at it right now. But they had a bunch of flavors here, and you could just take it home. I think it's like vegan. I will be testing it out, not in this video. Maybe I'll test it out in a stream or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, super awesome that they put this on. Big shout out, Global Stage Hollywood. You guys are the best. But going into the first premiere we're going to be checking out is the Uma Musume Cinderella Grey Core 2. And the premiere was actually amazing. Like, it was a great, it was a typical anime episode, so it was only like 20-some minutes, plus a 5-minute recap of the last season. So it wasn't that bad. And the panel for this actually went on for a while. If you want to watch the full panel, I'll upload the full panel to a separate channel. I'm sure it'll be somewhere on official sources as well, because I think there was other people filming it. But yeah, I'm just going to include little bits of that here.
So yes, welcome to the second core, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey, second core world premiere. So you guys will be the first in the world to watch this before the Japan broadcast, which is happening in 24 hours or so. So enjoy. And just quick ground rules. Next slide. For those who don't know anything about Uma Musume, actually, who doesn't know anything about Uma Musume? There's one hand. All right. So I'm gonna educate you now about this cross-media content franchise developed by Cygames. So in this world, Uma Musume are girls who inherited the names and spirits of real horse girls. I'm sorry, race horse. I'm not gonna get in trouble for that. We have some here in the crowd, and they're striving to win the prestigious Twinkle Series while living school life along their fellow Uma Musume and trainers. And I think we had a trainer cosplayer too. Where are you? There it is, yes. Amazing. And since its debut, it has expanded to, of course, anime, games, music, and of course, Cinderella Grey that we see here. So one more slide, please. So talk a little bit about Cinderella Grey. Currently, eventually, Cinderella Grey. I think you are currently running in the weekly Young Jump with over 8 million in circulation of copies. So the series tells the tale of the Uma Musume's humble beginnings in the rural Kasamatsu Racing Academy, and from there we see Ogurika, who has shook the racing world, and she begins her rampage through the national scenes until Tamano Cross, Racing Speed Best the Beast, named her a rival. So this is the second quarter to it. If you want to watch the first quarter, I will talk more about that later. And then lastly, again, that's it. So please, friendly reminder, no video, photos, or anything during the screening. You can do it after that. I know you guys have all those photos and videos. Appreciate it. During the screening, please do not do that. And then we will also have a quick 5-minute digest to recap the first core. And then you will have the world premiere, episode 14 of the second core. So you guys ready?
Now we'd like to bring up Elaine Lowe from the Ankler to moderate our panel. So give it up for Elaine.
Yes. Oh, here we go. All right. So what do you guys think about episode 14? Another peak decline.
Yes, so we started with a recap of the first call. My name is Nari, by the way. Hi. Yes, so we saw Fujimasa March for the second time, or the third time, which was very great. And then we went into the National Dressing Academy and saw the new horses that appeared at the end of the first call. So hope you liked the episode. And the next slide, please. Oh, there we go. So what's going to happen in the rest of the core? So Ogurika will be battling the Uma Musume from around the world, including some of the American Uma Musume, like Mishama Baby and Obey Your Master. And shout out to Obey Your Master. Yes. Yes. So please look forward to that. Next slide, please. Here's a very important QR code you should be scanning right now. So, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey is currently streaming on several platforms. One being its anime fast channel, Samsung TV Plus. So, if you have any of the Samsung app like phone or TV, or apparently you can watch it on your refrigerator. So, if your refrigerator has like a TV, you can actually watch it. And also on YouTube channel that we own. Currently, there is a marathon streaming going on first core, so if you want to rewatch all the episode again, you can watch it in one video. So please scan that QR code right now. And the next slide, please. And then it's also streaming on Prime Video too. So that's for free if you have a Prime Video subscription, I think. And yeah, watch the first core and the second core. And after 12 hours or so, you can actually watch the episode 14 again. So please do so. Next.
Perspective on the business, on just how quickly evolving and how quickly growing, the anime market has been. Curious, well, perhaps first we could get a little bit more about each of you. Tell us a little bit more about your work and how you've seen, the anime market grow over the time that you've been covering it.
That's right. So I'm not sure any of you were here last year for Make a Girl or 2 years ago. Oh, yay, thank you. And a couple of super fans. And then 2 years ago, we did the Paradox Live, the animation episode 1 and 2 premiere at Global Stage Hollywood, thanks to Doug. So that's where we started with anime and myself involving this festival. Myself working with Anime Trending for 10 years and various partners, lovely folks at Aniplex, and all the very other partners that we work with throughout the years. It's grown a lot for sure. My background has been working with other shows like Ocean of Cold, Delicious and Dungeon and whatnot. So to see Uma Musume kind of get the spotlight after the game came out in English is kind of stunning, especially since I have a household that embraces Uma Musume for the last 5+ years. Definitely not shouting out a family member at the very back with his own Obidi cap plush. So Oh, Sakura Chiana. Never mind, he's corrected me, so he's not too shy. I thought it was Ogurika. But anyways, seeing that come from where it is to it is now, it's quite stunning. So, having worked on different anime series.
Well, I wasn't expecting this Q&A to come towards me, so I wasn't really prepared. So my background is I used to work for Warner Brothers Japan, and I used to work on titles like JoJo's and Food Wars and whatnot. But like since I moved to a company called Remo, who is kind of funded by Shueisha and other big companies in Japan, the reason why we're handling Umamusume Cinderella Grey is the nice people at Cygames decided to entrust us with this title, so that's the reason why we could bring Umamusume Cinderella Grey to Hollywood theaters, which is great. I'm glad you guys are happy about this being premiering at this renowned Hollywood stage, and I think the people in Japan are also happy. We actually have some Cygames people and also Shueisha people at the back, so you should probably thanking them. That,
You give a cheer for them?
Yeah, anyway, about anime market growing. So there is a good boom and bad boom because as you're old as me, 20 years ago we used to get like one or two or maybe three animes a core, and we watched all the animes. But nowadays we get like 40 to 60, and it's really hard to chase that. Like keep watching. Which is a good thing because that means like anime market is booming, but still, and as you guys find, like the anime quality for some anime titles can be a little let down because there are so many going on at the moment. But the good thing is, it's now a mainstream, and if you're watching anime, you're not just like, oh, you're a nerd. It's kind of a cool hobby to have to watch anime. So, yeah. It's a good and bad move at the moment, I think.
It's interesting what you're saying about the volume of titles growing, because again, I think about when I was growing up, and it's like, I had one or two favorites that I loved, I was a huge Cowboy Bebop diehard, but there wasn't really a lot of access to it, but now you have streaming services like Crunchyroll, and, between Crunchyroll and Netflix, they account for something like 80% of the anime market. And I'm curious how you've seen the boom in streaming impact, just the reach and the fandoms of anime, around the world, and how that's impacted your work.
That's a really good question. I didn't expect for these very intricate questions.
Yeah.
I hope my thoughts are worth sharing, having been in this for a while. So before the Crunchyroll Netflix situation, 10 years ago, it was Crunchyroll, Funimation, Sentai High Dive. You had back then Anime Strike on Amazon, Daisuke from the consortium. Remember that? Daisuke. Remember Daisuke.net? That consortium? That was a fun project.
Yeah.
Anime Network and everything. That was like a lot last 10 years. And it's consolidated now to just Crunchyroll, which used to include former Funimation, and now Netflix. But in the last couple years, you have players like Amazon, which, funny enough, a plug for tomorrow because that's Tatsuki Fujimoto. That will be on Amazon, and they've also carried Umamusume Cinderella Grey and a bunch of other anime we've worked on as well. And Disney Plus is a funny player right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hulu because they had the Bleach Thousand Blood. Oh my God.
1000-Year Blood War.
Hey,
Thank you.
someone knows.
I'm jet lagged. I flew from Tokyo too, so I'm very tired. Sorry, what was the initial question? I was trying to say everything.
Because you've seen the proliferation of
Proliferation,
streaming
yes.
services, I mean, that's really increased the reach of the
Yes,
anime
thank
and
you.
built their fandom.
Yeah, so it's been around. It's proliferated a lot the last 10 years, and then it's consolidated. But then you're now having the reversal again, because we had the consolidation the last couple years where there's only like 3 places to watch it. Crunchyroll, Netflix, maybe Amazon. Now
You
you
started talking about Disney Plus a little bit. What's your characterization of their footprint in the market?
They're weird.
Am I allowed to say that and not get in trouble?
No one's from Disney.
I mean, I understand the intent. 2 of the titles we had the chance to support was Tenkoku Daimakyo, Heaven's Delusion. The manga even had like promotion in Japan with Anime Trend, which was cool. But you couldn't watch it outside of Asia simulcast. There was a couple months holdback.
Right.
So if you were anywhere else in the world, you could watch it in Japan and Asia, I believe. But if you're in the United States or Europe, you couldn't watch it weekly. And I think that also happened to one other show that I'm blanking. The Summertime Rendering. That was also a really good one. That had that same challenge. But then they're coming back with, I think they released a trailer last week or two with Disney Twisted Wonderland, which is a complex series as well. Not sure what they're going to do with that, so we'll see. But in Japan, I know they had a big partnership like Kodansha doing like Tokyo Revengers and Blue Lock, but I'm not sure what has happened since then. So that's an oddball right now, personally, from what I've seen.
I said Disney's weird, please don't listen. No, they're good because they're trying to fund anime, and there is a thing called consortium when there is an anime. So first, if you have a manga that you want to make an anime about, we form a consortium or committee, and like lots of different companies join, like publishers, anime production companies, and such. And then Disney and also Netflix and also Crunchyroll trying to join the committee because it's more profitable if you're in the committee. And by having like big players like that, it kind of funds the anime. So it's good for anime and also good for the fans because you can make more anime through that. But the thing is, they are becoming more selective in what they create because there are so many animes out there every core. So again, there is a pros and cons of having like big names in the consortium, I think.
And I'm curious with this, it sounds like the expansion of the market and then a contraction that we've been seeing, very similar to what we've been seeing in the rest of the entertainment industry with TV and films, given the pandemic and, the strike stateside. Curious what you see over the next few years in terms of volume, like what do you think is approaching for the anime market?
I think it's going to carry on for another 5 years at least.
I think at the current rate,
Yeah.
we're probably going to, as a hypothesis or like theory crafting, I remember having to do this a couple years ago with Project Anime. I'm not sure if they're here today. They were here yesterday. They asked me about predictions and whatnot. So I'd agree, probably a few more years of this and we'll see. Because again, you hit that unique situation. Who can watch 40 animes a season? It's a lot of anime, but at the same time, it's also a variety of anime as well.
But then when you say variety on anime, it's like every now and then we talk about people would be sick and tired of an isekai title, but then it's still coming in and random isekai anime. A core or two.
We're on season 4 of The Rising of Shield Hero,
Exactly.
season 3 of ReZero, probably more Konosuba.
Yeah.
In Another World, the smartphone isekai, that's getting another season.
Smartphone vending machine.
Yeah, there's a vending machine one, yes.
Sword.
Swords. Oh yeah, reincarnated as a sword.
Spider.
Yeah, spider. Yes, it keeps going.
Yeah,
So we'll see. I know we've been seeing a lot of otome reverse isekai,
That's true. Yeah.
so we'll see how that goes.
One thing I just wanted to mention, Elaine, probably you noticed that when you talk about anime, they go deep immediately. Right?
Sorry.
Actually, Elaine's question is a little higher, but you guys just go like deep
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
love
into
it.
it.
It's perfect.
I assume everyone knows the animes and
Yeah,
manga,
yeah.
right? So,
I feel like we're talking to a very educated audience. We can go straight into the
Yes.
granular for sure. But I mean, are there any titles that you're both excited that are coming up soon in the next quarter or so?
oh god, next quarter. In October?
Like through the rest of the calendar year, maybe.
Calendar year. There's so many, that's the thing right now.
Maybe on behalf of the industry, like what are the big titles coming up? In the
On
next
behalf, you probably saw some ads of a Chainsaw Man movies coming up.
Yeah.
October 20 something? 24, thank you. 20 something,
Yeah.
just in time before Halloween. I know that's a really big one for a lot of
Great
fans.
movie.
Not for everyone, please don't bring your kids.
Yeah.
It's not age appropriate for everyone. That's the big one that's coming out. Obviously, Infinity Castle, not Infinity Train, great. I'm mixing up Mugen Train and Infinity Castle. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Train. Infinity Castle, excuse me. They also had the premiere event here in North America a few weeks ago, so that's a big one. October. What is coming out October? I'm forgetting.
It is.
Oh yeah, it's Eternity. Well, obviously, Cinderella Grey.
Isn't it Oshinoko?
January.
January. That's
Ocean was
January.
January 2026, season 3.
What's the October?
One Punch Man.
Chainsaw Man?
Chainsaw Man. I just saw the list, dude.
Spy Family? Is it Spy Family? Yeah. In terms of my title that I'm working on at Remo, we still have Togen Anki, which is on Netflix, Crunchyroll. Woo woo, Togen Anki. And also from Shueisha titles, With You, Our Love Would Make It Through. It's a very good anime with Beastman and a girl love story. And also Chitose is in the Ramne Portal, which is a new series. Not many people know. Okay, you should be watching that. And also what else? From our title. We do handle that, but yeah, One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. That's from One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you handle Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider?
No, we don't. And not the full title, but we just announced Liar Game at Anime New York City. Yay! We all love Liar Game. Yeah. So stuff like that.
Translate things, you know that.
And, is there anything in particular, do you see any sort of like trends coming up on the horizon when you're looking at the landscape? We talked a little bit about volume of titles.
Webcomics.
Webcomics.
We're moving towards a lot of webcomics adaptation. First, Solo Leveling did very well, but prior to that, it was Tower of God, The God of High School, Noblesse, then now Aniplex is doing the Omniscient Reader. Is that right? Is that pronounced right in English? Omniscient Reader. And then Amuse just announced Eclid, LC, thank you, which is also a webtoon. And then we have the reverse, where it's not a Japanese or Korean author, but Let's Play, which is written by, I believe, an author here in the United States. That's getting an anime adaptation. So, but that started as a webtoon webcomic series. So we're seeing the beyond of just manga, but definitely webcomic adaptations. But we'll see. There's so much out there.
So much out there.
And I know there was a panel earlier on the vertical market. I'm curious about your two takes on sort of vertical content. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been fortunate to know a lot of folks working on that, both from getting Chinese IPs into vertical comics. Those are very popular on Bilibili and across the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I mean, I look on TikTok, YouTube Reels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels all the time. So I've been enjoying skits by YouTubers that create a whole universe, whether that work for anime or related. Probably. It all depends, because your monetization and other capabilities are different. You upload onto YouTube and Instagram, you're beholden to their ads and adpocalypse, versus if you put on a platform, that's a little different. But whether YouTube wants to pay for these premium content to be exclusive, that could happen, like they did back in the day with YouTube Gaming, hiring a lot of streamers from Twitch, so they could only stream on YouTube, only for them to go back to Twitch a year later, so who knows?
What do you think?
I have no idea about vertical things, but I think the Japanese people still has a bit allergic to the vertical manga. Well, they're trying to convert it, since like most of the Western people are so used to the vertical, and like companies like Shueisha are having some of the vertical comics, but still we kind of prefer the old style of manga, flipping that side for you guys. Yeah.
So it's just more of a reader.
Yeah, I think it's what you guys have brought up and used to, I think.
Does anybody here watch vertical anime? Anyone?
I mean,
It's a very emerging market.
Yeah.
It's still new.
Still very
And there's some attempts like Shueisha and Kadokawa converting manga into a vertical form.
Right.
I already forgot the platform name, and I'm probably gonna get yelled at by Yen Press and Kadokawa for forgetting, but they were converting like Bombu Straight Up series into vertical format. So that could be consumed in a vertical format. But my personal take is with vertical, it does a very good job with space. So as you scroll, you create space and create the illusion of that feeling. Versus manga, it's very expressive. It takes over the whole page, which is a lot more difficult with the phone. But we'll see where it goes. I think it also depends on the authors having to adapt to the medium itself.
If it's okay, I'd like to open it up to some Q&A.
Oh,
Does anyone have any questions for our esteemed panelists?
What's your favorite
Moguri cap. Moguri cap.
Why is Tamam Cross?
Great question.
And wow, the actual crowd turnout at the end of the Uma Musume premiere was amazing. Look at this. There's so many people here down, taking photos. There was a lot of cosplayers. I was not expecting so many cosplayers. This was a free event, and so a lot of the tickets went fast, and I was so excited that I was even able to get tickets because, it was only one theater. Like they only had one screening of this, and tickets went so fast, and especially for a free event, which now we're going to be moving on to the second premiere, and this was my second day, and I think this was the third day of the event because it's technically a 3-day event. I think it was Friday to Sunday, but I only needed to be here for Saturday and Sunday for the anime events. They didn't have any anime on Friday. Bummer. I mean, maybe they should have 3 anime premieres next year. Maybe get me to come all 3 days. Just my 2 cents there. But here we are at the Tatsuki Fujimoto premiere, and the line for this was crazy. They did have a little brief introduction at the beginning with some of the directors and the producer, but they also had a panel at the end. I couldn't film that panel, so I'm just going to leave you guys with this intro part, and I think I can leave this fully in because it's pretty short. It's not as long as like a full panel. It's only, a little bit, and I'm sure you guys want to see this because this is super, fun. But yeah, let's just get into it.
Actually, can somebody film this? Film me talking. Hayato, can you film me talking? All right, film me talking. All right. And edit that out later. Okay, as you guys know, when you see a QR code, you scan it, right? That's what you do when you see a QR code. This QR code is from ANA, one of our big sponsors for the festival, and you can probably guess, but if you scan the code, you enter the contest, you could win a trip to Japan. I'm guessing all of you would like to win a trip to Japan, so scan the code, sign up, and cross your fingers. Thank you. Okay, not bad. Anyway, Tron is causing problems because they closed Hollywood Boulevard for the red carpet. I think it's tonight. So.
Boo.
Yeah, I used to work at Warner. I'm no fan of Disney. Anyway, so we'll probably start at maybe 2:05. So just hang tight. Another 10 minutes before your world premiere. Once again, scan the code. Take your chances. You may win a trip to Japan. Hey, thank you so much for coming. I'm Doug Montgomery, executive producer of Global Stage Hollywood. This is our last event of 2025. Thank you so much. We're very excited. This is our 7th year of the film festival. In the last 3 years, we've actually had anime world premiere in 2023, in 2024, and we decided to double click in 2025. So we've had 2 anime world premieres. This is our last one. We're very excited. Tatsuki Fujimoto, 17 to 26, world premiere. You guys will see it first. And I'm going to invite up Mr. Kwok, and he will bring up the team. They'll give a brief introduction, and then we will start the show.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Jet lagged, that's okay. Like all of us from Japan. Again, my name is Kwok Hansen. I will be your host and MC for the Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 to 21 world premiere here at the TCL Chinese Theater. Respectfully, please, I know you guys have some cameras and photos. Please do not have that during the screening as well as during the talk show because we do have special guests that flew in from Japan. Did you guys know that?
No.
No. Okay. So before we get into that, what about Look Back? Oh, Look Back had more cheers than Chainsaw Man. Oh, okay. So Tatsuki Fujimoto, the author, has worked on Chainsaw Man, Look Back, and this anthology features 8 unique and imaginative series that he created between the ages of 17 and 26. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good, very good. Oh, you're all educated, fantastic. So this offers a glimpse into Fujimoto's kind of signature storytelling and kind of the style that we all love and enjoy through Chainsaw Man and Look Back and many more. So the lineup includes Niwa 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 Niwatori ga Ita, a story of deep connection set in a post-apocalyptic world. Sasaki-kun ga Junda Tometa, a vivid coming-of-age tale that captures the impulsive energy of adolescence. Koi wa Momoku, a unconventional romantic comedy set on a cosmic scale. Shikaku, a high-octane world featuring a rogue female assassin. Ningyo Rhapsody, a fantastical love story inspired by a piano under the sea. Mega Sametara Onakoko ni Nata Itebyo, a bold exploration of gender identity. Yogen no Nayuta, an epic story of a sibling duel defying fate, and Imoto no Ane, a poignant tale of art, jealousy, and storyhood. And the English titles will be confirmed soon. So these stories features a wide variety of genre, showcasing Fujimoto's creative insights and geniuses, if you like to say that, of course, and each have been meticulously adapted into animation, giving this very fun, unique power and beauty to this work. Now, although this series is coming out, like we said, it actually will be launching globally on Prime Video starting November 7th, and today is October 5th, so you guys are the first in the world to watch this, even before the folks in Japan, which is crazy. So I hope you're very excited to not watch just one episode, but 8 episodes. So like I said earlier, some of you guys didn't know, to commemorate this occasion, I'd like to welcome and honor some special guests from Japan. So I'd like to please welcome the producer of this project, Ryo Oyama, the producer.
皆さんこんにちは、本日も上映会にお越しいただきましてありがとうございます、本作のプロデュースを担当いたしました大山です。
Hi everyone, my name is Ryo Oyama, producer of the anthology, and thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you. 今回はワールドプレミアということで、本作を、世界で初めてこの、チャイニーズシアターで皆さんにご覧になっていただけること本当に嬉しく思います。
As Koku-san introduced, this is the world premiere, which means the very first screening in anywhere in the world.
この後上映始まりますので皆さん、ぜひ楽しんでください。その後少し特徴もさせていただきますので、よろしくお願いいたします。本日はどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
So we're soon going to start the screening, and we're gonna have a talk session afterwards, and we'll come back for that. And please enjoy. Thank you.
We actually have more guests. We have 3 chairs. So, next, please give a warm, huge welcome, of course, to director of episode 1, Niwa 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 Nitori ga Ita, the director, Seishiro Nagaya-san.
はじめまして、庭にはとりたいたで監督をしました長屋と言います。ハリウッドに来るのは今回が初めてですごく緊張しています。
Hi, my name is Seishiro Nagaya, director of Niwa 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 Niwatori ga Ita, and it's the very first time for me to come to Hollywood, and I'm very nervous.
ここに集まっているということは、アメリカで一番熱い藤本克樹ファンということで間違いない。
I just wanted to make sure everybody here is the biggest Tatsuki Fujimoto fan in the U.S.
そういう方たちにその今回見てもらうことはすごい緊張しつつすごいワクワクしています。今日は楽しんでもらえればと思います。よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, actually, you guys makes me nervous even more. But I'm so thrilled as well, and I really wish you enjoy this one.
And lastly, we also have the director of episode 3, Koi wa Momoku. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Nobuyuki Takeuchi-san.
恋は盲目ので監督させていただいた竹内信之と言います。自分が子供の頃見ていた、アニメではないけれども、刑事コロンボのドラマのそのロサンゼルスに来れたことをすごく嬉しく思い、またこのハリウッドとそのど真ん中っていうか、こう自分の作った作品を上映できることをすごく光栄に思っています。
Hi, I'm a director of the Love is Blind. My name is Nobuyuki Takeuchi, and I was a big fan of Detective Columbo when I was a kid, and I'm so excited to be in Los Angeles. And I can't believe my movie is going to be a screen here in Hollywood.
Woo! すごく緊張していてごめんなさいね、なんかあんまうまく喋れないんだけれども、1時間、2時間10何分ですよね、長いですけれども、どうかすごく楽しんで見ていってください。よろしくお願いします。
So this movie is almost 2.5 hours and so long, but I really wish you enjoy this. Thank you.
Alrighty, I know we're still shuffling folks in. Oh, okay, yes, I guess there's some seats up here. Everyone got a seat because we've been watching 8 episodes, all 8. And you gotta go tell your friends about it. But before you do that, we will also have these lovely guests here. They've come all the way from Japan. They love to share more about the film. So definitely save your thoughts, save your questions, because you definitely have a fun opportunity to hear from them as well and maybe ask some questions. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Awesome. And again, huge friendly reminder, no video, no photo during the screening, and also the talk show at the end, unless you're official Prime Video, Amazon, Kankesha folks, including media. I know you like to take photos, we'll send that to you. We'll also do a group photo at the end, so English, Japanese, memorialize this moment like you hear in Hollywood. So, are we good up there? Are we ready to show Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 to 21? Woo! We're good? Come on, we can do one more time. Are you guys ready to watch Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 to 21? My apologies. I also flew in from Tokyo, so I'm thinking very differently. And I just saw Pochi the Chainsaw Man pledge. That's amazing. Anyways, let us begin.
Hey guys, so I thought I would do a little bit of a review for Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 to 26 as well. This is so this film is a compilation of 8 different one-shots that he had made while trying to like figure out his voice, and so you can see a lot of like early work. Like you can see a lot of there's a lot of character designs that sort of look like characters in Look Back or look like characters in Chainsaw Man, and they also sort of deal with a lot of like themes that are like very adolescence and love, and you know, a lot of like teenage angst as well, and it's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend this film for like a date night. I think, you know, you could get a lot of out of this for a date night. I'm gonna be honest, guys. But let's go through them. I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna go through them through the order that Google is telling me, but I don't think this was the order that they showed them to me. So let's just go through them. Starting off, we have a couple clucking chickens. We're still kicking in the schoolyard. Now, the director was actually here for this one, and you guys saw him in the video here. And this one was really, really good. This one's kind of sad. I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's a great way to start off. Super sad, but super heartwarming as well. And it's just it's a weird one. It's like the world is overrun with aliens, and you know, this is probably one of my favorites. Sasaki Stopped a Bullet. This one was a little bit shorter than the other ones, but it's about adolescence, and like the main character sort of has like a crush on his teacher, and it's all about heroism, and I like this one. And apparently he wrote this one when he was 19, so this is a very young Tatsuki Fujimoto writing this one, and A couple clucking chickens were still kicking in the schoolyard was when he was 17. That's crazy. That one was really good too. Both of these are amazing so far. But Sasaki Stopped a Bullet, probably my favorite. I wish the director was here for that one, but it was a little bit shorter than the other ones, so maybe that's why they didn't have him come over. And then Love Is Blind. This one, this one's really funny. This is like the whole plot is about a boy trying to confess to a girl, but he can't get it out of his chest, and that's the whole plot. And I absolutely love this. They had the director for this one as well at the premiere. So shout out to those two directors for being there. And again, Fujimoto wrote this one when he was 19, which is crazy. And then we have Shikaku. This was when he wrote this one when he was 20, and this one's about an assassin girl who falls in love with her client. This one's really, really cute. Man, kind of like pulls on your heartstrings a little bit, but super cute. Definitely top tier in my opinion. Moving on, we have Mermaid Rhapsody. He wrote this one when he was 22. This is a romance story between a boy and a mermaid, and this one was good. This one was interesting. I like this one a lot. This one was a lot of fun. And then Nyauta of the Prophecy. He wrote this one when he was 23. And it's about a brother and sister, and the sister's a mage, but she's born with horns, and there's a bunch of people in the world who are like, oh, you can't, you get, they're like cultists who are against like the horned mage, and yeah, it's just an interesting one. This one inspired a lot for Chainsaw Man apparently. And so did the assassin one. I think the assassin girl from Shokaku kind of looks like Makima a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I think all the designs sort of are kind of similar. You can sort of see like that some of the directors were able to like shift into like their own vibe a little bit, but also you can definitely see that they all sort of still have the Tatsuki Fujimoto vibe, so to say. Now we have two left, and then let's see. When I Woke Up, I Had Become a Girl Disease. He wrote this one when he was 24. And this one has like, man, this one's interesting. So it's about a boy who wakes up and to find out that he's been turned into a girl from this disease, and it's all about his girlfriend or her girlfriend now, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird one. I think this one is going to be really popular, especially with the ladies. I think this one's like I think it's like more of like an analogy for boyish girl love, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not a girl, so I don't, I can't explain the whole Walla Wa or Yuri thing, but it's definitely like got that kind of vibe. Super interesting. And then the last one is Sisters, and he wrote this one when he was 26. And this was the one that kind of reminds me of Look Back a lot, especially with the character design and the vibe of like two sisters who are artists. And it's such a good film. I highly recommend this one as well. This one is probably the most mature out of all of them. Like it's like the most artsy out of all of them. I should say. I don't know. It's so interesting. It's I'm not gonna spoil this one, but it's like two sisters who go to art school and about their relationship with each other and with art, and it's just so good. It's so like they're all so good. I think these are all great teenage angst films. I think they embody like what it means to be a teenager. A lot of them do, and a lot of them deal with like love between two people or love between siblings. It's just so interesting. I think some standout moments are Mermaid Rhapsody had really good music. Some of them had some really good end songs. I don't remember which ones, but they all had like, man, they all had their own credit sequence, and like it was phenomenal. They all had amazing, like it was full on different like production teams for each short, or each film I should say, in this collection, and it's phenomenal. And so again, it's like 140 minutes long, so it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes, so it's crazy. Like that's pretty long for a movie. But that's my little review of this. I tried making it as spoiler free as possible, but you know what? Just go out and watch the film, guys. I'll probably put a little marker somewhere down below saying spoiler, review time. But yeah, That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.